All right, folks, welcome back to another Coach's Corner here. We're Saturday down in University of Buffalo. We went to a shootout last night, lost 3-2. I'm here with Hunter Fairman, assistant captain this year, third-year player. Kind of introduce yourself, what your major is, where you're from.
Yeah, my major is marketing. I'm from Pittsburgh, about an hour east. I know it would be an hour west of Indiana. That's about it.
All right, well, we're going to go into a little bit of hockey talk here. First off, third year playing, first year with a letter on your chest. What does that kind of mean to you? What do you kind of bring to the table? What is it transpired in the locker room?
Yeah, it means a lot anytime you can get a letter on your chest, whether it be the C or the A, but it's also a lot to lead 24 other men that they believe in you to go out there and lead, whether it be by example or it is example, whether it be on the ice or actually talking to the team. But yeah, it's good. It needs a lot.
It's been a huge help this year. We kind of rolled over to a new set of letters this year, and it's kind of changed the dynamic a little bit of the team this year. Okay, last year or years before, you played juniors. You played for the S-Mark Stars. Last year S-Mark, you put up almost 100 points, and then you went off to play some juniors. What have you found from your junior career coming transpiring into your college career?
I definitely learned a lot from my time up in the Cyclones up in New Hampshire. I was not the best player on the team by any means, nor am I the best player here, but it was definitely a learning experience playing from the bottom up, having a great coach and Coach Flanagan and what he taught to lead by example, to play hard, to lay the body, just do things like that. Also to live with all the boys, it was fun.
Last little question here. Last night we kind of struggled right out of the gate early, and then kind of struggled throughout the entire game. Kind of pushed it into overtime, went into a shootout, and ultimately didn't get the win. But what are you looking forward to tonight? What did you learn from last night, and trying to push this team into a new direction come today?
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how we handle this game, how we handle adversity. That was definitely not our best game. We haven't played our best hockey the past 2 weeks, but trying to turn it around today, get out fast, to get on the forecheck, and to get an early lead would be definitely very helpful today.
Right. Last night we struggled a little bit. Came out, had a little bit of bust legs, and kind of struggled through the entire game. I think last night kind of proves what kind of team we can be if we face a little adversity today. And you've been on the score sheet a little bit this year. What has that ultimately led to? Into your game, and where do you find what's kind of been beneficial to your game come this early this season?
I think it is just getting the puck in deep and going to forecheck. Anytime you get to play with a player like 57, he helps out a lot. When we're both down below the goal line, we're a dangerous duo to be handled with. So definitely playing with him. Whoever we have including them into our line helps a lot, but definitely getting the pucks in deep and us going to work is definitely gave me the opportunity to get the points that I have this year.
Awesome. Well, stay tuned, Hawks fans. We got warm-ups starting here pretty soon, and we got another, ACHA matchup against University of Buffalo. All good, Josh.
All right.
Thanks, Hunter.
Good afternoon, everybody. We welcome you here from Buffalo, New York for the second game of the weekend series between IUP and the Buffalo Ice Bulls. Last night ended in a shootout thriller. Of course, Buffalo taking that one 3-2 after a Luke Sakalowski shootout winner. Of course, the Crimson Hawks were awarded their first loss of the year. Before I get ahead of myself, my name is Josh Yates. With me in the booth tonight is the freshman forward, Xavier Solomon. You can go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Xavier Solomon. Nice to be on the mic with everyone today.
Yeah, of course. We were without our normal color commentary guys, so we're having some fill-ins. Yesterday was Chase Malloy. Now we have Zave up here for a little hockey talk. But of course, Buffalo getting started here on the rush. So they're coming up on the left side. Just going to dump it down in deep. It's Connor Halpert between the pipes for the Crimson Hawks tonight. Last night it was Shane Paremba. Connor Halpert still boasting that 4-0 record, looking for his 5th win tonight. He's been rock solid so far to start the year.
He's been great for us. He's been really keeping us in these games.
Speaking of keeping teams in games, last night you got to give a little credit to the Buffalo goaltender. That was Gavin Kreitzer. Certainly kept them in the game for its entirety and even into the shootout.
Yeah, he played fantastic. We couldn't beat him last night. I mean,
so it's Tum tonight for Buffalo in between the pipes. We'll see if the Crimson Hawks have an answer for him. I've yet to have any established offensive pressure. There's a floater and tight fumbling puck. Soy was able to clear it out. Jace Rierick fighting for it at center ice. Buffalo coming away with it. Here's Vesbland coming up the right side. He goes around Fairman and is taken to the ice. Buffalo takes in deep, short angle shot off of Halpert's shoulder. Now down low, Miller cycles it for Soy. Soy reverses the boards for Maddox Rierick, his partner. Seen a mix-up in a couple of lines here tonight for the Crimson Hawks. That being one of them, Jace Rierick hopping up and playing with Fairman and Miller tonight. So now he's disrupting along with Miller. Buffalo circling it around now. Vesbland going behind Halpert. It's Maddox Rierick taking him to the boards. Fairman coming to aid. Now finally IUP has control. Looking up the ice is Soy. He's going to take it through center ice himself and dump it down in deep. A new line change for the Hawks. Malloy, who was in the booth with me yesterday, now out there on the ice. That's all the way down. Halpert's going to play it. And with that, he's going to freeze it in his crease. 7:41 to go here in the first period. Of course, still scoreless. We saw his initial 4 goals yesterday in the first period. Then both goaltenders for their respective squads were able to hold it to a scoreless tie for the second and third period and the overtime period, of course, forcing it to overtime. Or excuse me, the shootout. There's Jordan Adams with some speed, trying to go in on the left side. That was Sakalowski that pinned him on that backboard. Another huge hit down there by Spencer Johnson. He comes away with it. Again, now the Hawks are buzzing. There's Allwine, dumping it straight back down in deep. Again, gives it for Adams on that left wing. Trying to cycle it for Malloy on the other side. Now Johnson has it, trying to keep it in the zone, but it is now cleared. Buffalo has it. Cutting in on that right side, there's Stoichel, taking it down in that far corner. Taken to the glass. A low slot pass, nobody was able to corral it. Now Solicito left wing, he dumps it down in deep, looking for the trailing man. Coming up the left side through neutral ice was Malloy. Now floating loose puck in tight. Gray coming to aid now. He's going to circle it around. 16:30 to go here in the first period. Filson down low, sticking away. Still loose puck, board battle. That one's chipped up and into the rafters by Sakalowski.
The Hawks need to play down low today. I think that would be the key to success. We just need to keep the puck down low and work their defensemen.
There's a similar story that Malloy was trying to relay yesterday. He mentioned that the Hawks were able to get the puck in deep, but not a lot of moving feet down low to receive it.
No, yeah, we got to keep the puck behind their red line and just keep working them.
Certainly a good line to do it now. Hoffman trying to kickstart it. He's on the receiving end of a hit from Stoichel. Open ice, Schmelzer takes one. That shot rides high. Hoffman sticking away still, but Sakalowski gets it out into neutral ice. Douglas able to dump it down in deep behind Halpert. Donovan back to control. He swipes it for Filson. Filson off the woodwork for Gray. Another board battle right here in front of us. It's a hip check from Donovan. Another great forecheck by Gavin Filson. He had himself a couple of good shifts last night as he now ends that shift. Loose puck in tight, unable to control it was Tudich, but now here's Buffalo the other direction. Gallagher on the left side, tied up by Soy. Soy's taken to the ice. Miola pinning his man to the glass as well. Peterson playing catch with his partner on the left side. Shot in close, rode high off of Halpert's shoulder. That one goes up into neutral ice. Miola now on the forecheck. Coming in on the right side, here's the Ice Bulls. Spinning it around is Griffin. Of course, not without the disruption from Maddox Rearick, who's trying to spring Tudich out of the zone. Now here are the Hawks. They are going to whistle them off sides. It was Miola and Tudich trying to enter the zone. It's a little too early. See a neutral zone draw now. 14:54 to go in the first period. Still scoreless. Lowe's at the dot. One by Buffalo straight back. There's Seitz, his first shift of the evening. Taking it in with some speed on the right side was, Christian Williams, but they do whistle it down for offsides.
Hopefully we can clean up the face-off game today. We didn't have our best day at the draw last night. Hopefully we can clean that out.
Yeah, certainly typically a strong suit for the Crimson Hawks is a lot of depth on the face-off dot. There's another one won by Buffalo. Usually they do a great job winning those draws, but like you said, last night was not up to standards.
Definitely not our best performance on the draw.
It's another key point the Crimson Hawks are going to look to capitalize on. There's a quick clear by Lukaitis that was up and into the rafters. 14:24 in the first period. We'll see the draw at center ice. 5 out there for the Hawks. Fairman, Miller, and Jace Rearick, backed by Seitz and Lukaitis. Lukaitis looking up the ice, trying to feed Miller. He'll tip it down into the zone. Fairman chipping away as well. Vesbland taking it on that right side, but he was taking the glass. There's a shot from the left wing that rode high. The Hawks still sticking away. Sakalowski holds the zone. Loose puck and tight at a couple of skate holders. Seitz now back to collect. Behind his own goal. Gives it for Fairman on that right wing. That gives it to Seitz again. Seitz off the boards. Miller's on that other side. They'll chip it up and into the netting. It's out of play. So we'll see another neutral zone draw and some new personnel for the Hawks. It's now Johnson and Malloy with Jordan Adams. Schmelzer and Donovan, that top defensive pairing back there as well. Puck dropped and won by Buffalo. Like you said, even early, the Hawks still getting beaten at the faceoff dot.
Hopefully they can clean it up later in the game.
A couple of dodge hit there through the neutral zone by Stoichel. He'll dump it out and deep, and Halpert's going to give it up for Schmelzer. Mishandled pass by Donovan. He's able to recover. Now that one's up and out of the zone. Buffalo in their own zone. Jordan Adams trying to disrupt. There was a spill back behind the Buffalo net. Now on the right wing, it's disrupted by Spencer Johnson. A great defensive stick. Buffalo's going to reset now. Quinn Griffin chipping it on that right side, Johnson still trying to corral that fumbling puck. Buffalo skated away with it. Malloy, center ice. Hawks are offside, so he'll take a quick spill, and he receives a hit at the blue line. It's from Alexander Armstrong. Malloy slow to head to the bench. Here's a rush the other way that was a blocked shot by Donovan. off the stick of Douglas. Adams chips it along the boards and into neutral ice. Hoffman giving chase down there as well. Showing off some of the speed. Gray on the forecheck as well. He skated around. Douglas now on the right side with some speed. Goes around Maddox Rearick, the shot on. Kick saved by Halpert. It's a pretty good chance there for Buffalo. And of course, killed by Pancake.
He's been great all year. He's gonna.
Certainly been a brick wall so far.
Absolutely.
Maddox Rearick chipping it through neutral ice for Filson. Filson throws his man into the glass. Soy, in front of his own bench. Advances it for Miola. Miola gets it into the zone. 11:30 to play here in the first period. Miola hits the deck. Now Buffalo going the other direction. The shot on and right into that big Hawk logo of Halpert's new black jersey. Of course, we have all of the rookies now having the away jerseys as well, updated with their actual names.
Yeah, it's nice to have our actual jerseys and wear our names.
11:22, there's that draw taken by Loza. One straight back. Miola looking up by a stretch pass for Tudic. Tudic has it at center ice. Takes it to the right backhand, was blocked by Sakalowski. Still sticking away at Miola in the near corner. Trying to head up ice, they're unable to do so. All line controls. Gives it for Seitz. Seitz, stretch pass, trying to hit Miola through a couple of bodies. Loza stick handling around one man back down into Buffalo's zone. Very loud rink in here today. It seems like a lot of just the minor contact seems a lot more exaggerated.
Oh, absolutely. It's very loud in here.
It echoes for sure. There's Sakalowski looking up by a stretch pass for Gallagher. He hits him at the red line. Now Buffalo taking it into the zone, trying to dance around Allwine. Unable to do so. He sticks it down. Still riding his man all the way to the boards. Seitz back to collect. He's tied up with his man. Holds him off on the backhand, but now here's IUP the other way. Miola taking it through center ice. Soft dump down right into the glove of Tum.
Hopefully we can get something going off this offensive faceoff.
I was just going to say that was sort of the first action Tum has had in quite a while. Certainly a crucial draw here for the Hawks. 10:09 to play here in the first period. Still scoreless. It seems like neither team has really been able to establish themselves on offense yet either.
Not at all. A lot of play between the blue lines. Not much going on in each O-zone.
That one's whistled down right after the draw. But we will see another offensive zone draw for the Hawks. It's Miller at the dot. To his left is Fairman. His right is Jace Rearick. Behind him, Donovan and Schmelzer. Wins it straight back, but they dump it down in deep. Miller below the goal line. Gives it for Fairman, trying to feed Jace Rearick on the trail. It was sticked away by Buffalo. With some speed, Vesbland through center ice. Looked like they were a little offside, but there's a shot from the right wing, and it finds the back of the net. That's Gavin Dock. Not sure which hole that found behind Halpert, but just like that, Buffalo has their lead.
Not the start we wanted. We'll bounce back.
You know, we talk about it so much, me and Alex do at least, that Crimson Hawks usually don't get rolling until a goal is scored, whether it's for them or for the opposition. We'll see if that holds true. Just need a little kick start, and that's definitely the one. Gavin Dock.
I'm hoping that's the story for today if we get going now.
Here's the center ice draw. It's won by Buffalo. 9:44 and counting to go here in the first period. See if we can get some speed rolling here for the Hawks. Maddox Rearick and Soy fighting for it below the net. Chip it up, and it does stay in play. Excuse me, stay in the zone. Now Maddox Rearick chips it off the glass. He springs Adams with some speed on the left side. Cuts off the angle, trying to hit the trailing man, Malloy. Is interrupted. Unable to hold the zone is Maddox Rearick. Looked like it might have stayed in, though. Either way, turned around. Adams taking it into the zone, trying to backhand it for Malloy, trailing. Great job by the Buffalo defenseman to close that gap.
I'm already flying around on the shift.
Certainly
Trying to get
showing off
something
some
going.
speed. Yeah, now the other direction. Comes Buffalo after they were able to keep it out of the zone. Toe drag around one man. There's a shot shouldered away by Halpert. Pretty point blank opportunity. Halpert diving for it out of his crease.
Fantastic save by Pancake there.
Seems a little frustrated, Halpert is, after the fumbled clear by his defenseman. Either way, the puck stayed out of the goal. But we will see a draw to the right of him. 8:48 to play here.
Yeah, glad to see him stand tall there. Hopefully we can pick it up for him here.
That was a pretty close opportunity for the Bulls.
Definitely pretty point blank.
Tudich on the forecheck now with some speed. He's back down the other direction. Donovan trying to close that gap. It's Dovgin taking it down and deep. Donovan chips it along the boards for Miola. They're unable to clear the zone though. Still fighting for it in front of the Hawks bench. Loza backhanding it out of the zone, unable to. Now finally Donovan looking up ice. He hits Schmelzer on that blue line. Spins off one man, he hits Miola on the blue line. On the left wing, trying to go around one man, could not. Tudich still sticking away. Buffalo throws it off the glass. Now here's Candelaria taking it into the Buffalo zone. He forgets the puck, and Tudich comes to pick it away. With some speed, he turns it up and takes it into the left side of the zone. He's taking that back glass. And Loza has it right wing. He's tied up. Coming to scoop it up for Buffalo. The other direction is Quinn Griffin. He's now fighting for it down below Halpert's net. Big hit by Schmelzer into the glass, riding his man.
Big hit from Schmelz.
Griffin spinning it back behind Halpert again. IUP gains control now though. Schmelzer taking the glass. Skating away with it, and a mishandled pass by Tudich. The other way, Schmelzer unable to clear the zone. IUP just hemmed in their own zone here. Unable to break out. That one was trying to be cleared by Lukaitis, and it went up into the netting.
Same story as yesterday, having trouble breaking out the puck in our own zone. Looking to clean that up.
For sure, they're looking to find an answer. As now we'll see another defensive zone draw here for the Hawks. Crucial one at that. That one slides in off the face-off, frozen by Halpert. 7 minutes in the first period. Still not a lot of offensive pressure for the Hawks. Buffalo wins the draw. There's a shot from the point off the deflection, finds the back of Halpert's net. It was a quick shot again, set up off the draw, and it was Christian Williams. Just like that, 2-0. Buffalo leads.
Gotta get something going. Not the start we wanted. Need to pick up Pancake here and just take a grip of the game. Can't let them take it to us.
Now, I'm not sure if that hit any of the Buffalo Bulls, but it definitely looked like it had some sort of deflection past Halpert. Either way, the score is still 2-0. Now they take it into the zone again. Gavin Dock from the left wing picks his corner. 2 back-to-back goals consecutively. Goes right over the left shoulder of Halpert. Now the Hawks down 3-0.
Looks like we're making a goalie change here.
Halpert not pleased, but he did sort of pull himself. Now it's going to be Shane Paremba heading out to the ice. He was able to hold Buffalo last night to 2 goals until the shootout. Like you said, Moose now between the pipes. It's a 3-0 lead for Buffalo. Certainly a tall ask for Paremba. Just like that, 6:40 and counting to go. See if IUP can start chipping away at that lead. Malloy hits Adams left wing, fumbling puck in close. Malloy now behind the net. Now through neutral ice. Back to collect it, Soy. Throws it off the boards. Unable to find a fellow Hawk. Maddox Rear going to slow it up and let this offense run their pattern. It's immediately shut down by Buffalo. They are offside, so IUP has a little bit of time. Just like that. We'll see the draw all the way down on the other side.
Just a mental mistake there.
And you could hear Buffalo's teammates yelling at him that he was offsides.
Yeah.
He did not tag up. See this draw taken by Hoffman. Won by Buffalo as there's a big hit down in that far corner by Jacob Gray. Now the other way, Peterson taking it in on the right side. Spins it around the net, short angle. Went behind the cage. There's a floater in, sticked away by Paremba. Schmelzer looking up ice, sticks it for Donovan. Donovan to Gray. Gray off the boards for Hoffman. They have numbers the other way if they hurry. Hoffman left wing through and off the pads of Tum.
Great breakout there. That's what we need to see.
Keeping it in the zone was Donovan. Hoffman on the receiving end of a hit down in that far corner.
Big stick from Hoff.
No, Hoffman certainly leaves it all out there for his shifts. Now he backhands it for Loza. Loza trying to take it into the zone. He's tied up on the blue line by Sakalowski. Loza on the forecheck now. Skated down, I should say, by Schmelzer. Now all the way down, and that will be icing, so we'll see the puck head back down to the other side of the ice. 4:51 to go here. Again, 3-0 to score.
Need to get one before the period ends. Change the momentum here. Get something going.
Certainly the boys looking for a little bit of energy. It's Tudich, Miola, and Loza out there for the forwards. Allwine and Seitz, the defenseman. Face off won by IP. Miola all alone. It's a lot of traffic in front. Now it leaves the zone. A reverse hit. Excuse me, by Gallagher. Taking it through center ice now. Stoichel into the zone, but it's a great back check by Tudich. Tudich off the boards for Miola, but Buffalo controls. Solicito on the left side. Great poke check by Seitz. Seitz feeds Miola at the goal line. Right wing, Tudich off the pads of Tum. Allwine, the only defenseman back. Tudich now there to close that gap. There's a puck that never left the ice. Sticked up and into the boards behind Paremba. Seitz has it glued to that far corner. Buffalo at the point, shot in high, shouldered away by Moose. Again, Seitz gluing it back there. 4 minutes and counting here in the first. Finally, the puck jarred loose. Allwine has it. Stretch pass for Miola. Miola through center ice. Couldn't feed Tudich.
Just trying to do too much there. Gotta get the puck deep and work him down low.
There's a little miscommunication by Buffalo. See if Jace Rear can take advantage. Stick down by Buffalo. Right wing shot off the iron. Stayed out though. We saw some help from the crossbar and the pipes for Paremba last night. Now with some speed, Maddox Rear, left wing, he shoots. It's gloved down by Tum.
Nice speed from Dog there, trying to get something going.
Sort of an awkward save by Tum also. It looked like he didn't know whether he wanted to glove it or body it up. Either way, we'll get the offensive zone draw, so it's a win-win. Jace Rear taking this draw. Still fighting for it, loose puck, still on the circle, circles it back for Rearick. Rearick keeps it parallel on the blue line, and Soy chops it in deep. Miller taking the glass. Now Buffalo the other direction. Here's Doc, the goal scorer, taking it in, and they're gonna whistle him off sides. It was Doc and Vedsbland. With a little bit of speed as well. So we'll see the neutral zone face off. Like you said, the Hawks looking to find one before they go back to the locker room.
It would just be huge for momentum if we just get one right here. Just change the tide a little bit.
Of course, get the energy back on their side of the ice. We'll see if Soy can kickstart it here. Stretch pass for Fairman. He takes it in on the left side. There's that trailing feed for Jace Rarick, but who's sticked away by Buffalo defenseman. Miller chips it down deep for Jace Rarick, trailing in tight, fumbling puck, but Miller comes away with it. Jace Rarick left wing. He hits his brother at the high point. There's a shot kept on the ice. Excuse me, that was a pass for Soy on the left wing. Now Buffalo trying to leave the zone. It's up into the rafters. 2:15 on the game clock, and another offensive zone draw for the Hawks. It's a great face-off man, I should say. Spencer Johnson now ready to take that draw, along with two quick-footed forwards, Malloy and Adams, to his left and right. Face-off kept in by IUP, fanned on shot by Schmelzer. There's a quick turnaround one-timer by Johnston. Malloy cycles it up top. Donovan keeping it on the ice, no deflection. Still fighting for it, loose puck down low. Adams and Malloy tying it up. IUP trying to hold the zone, but Buffalo takes it out. Trying to go around Donovan, he sort of does, but of course not without the puck going to that far corner. Schmelzer tips it for Adams here right in front of us. He goes to the far side for Malloy. Malloy with some speed, he elects to shoot, but that shot sticked up and into the netting. We'll see another draw. Down on that side of the ice. Now IUP starting to get rolling a little bit in the offensive zone.
Yeah, it looks like we're picking our speed up a little bit. Hopefully just keep it down low, keep getting shots, and beat their goaltender. Then get rolling from there.
We really haven't tested Tum that much. Just a couple of opportunities in close, but really have not seen how he stands well with the one-on-one shots.
No, not yet. Like you said earlier, once we get one, we typically get going. So if we just break the ice here, we can get something.
Fairman tips it down into the zone. He's hustling down as well. There's, I think, a man from Buffalo in IUP's bench, and they're scrapping in that bench. The officials now hopping the boards to try and settle it down. I'm not sure what happened. It was behind the play.
Yeah, I missed what happened there. I didn't see it.
Might have been a scrap as a man was trying to change. Either way, the official's going to push some guys to their respective sides. We see Jack Gallagher now walking back to his bench behind the glass. So he was the man taken into IUP's bench. Now the official sorting it out. We could possibly see some penalty minutes up on the board. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, crazy play there.
Yeah, it's not really one you typically see.
Not at all.
You could see some bench guys chirping them as they go out, but you never really see a lone man in the opposing bench.
No, definitely not typical.
We'll wait here as the officials gather at center ice. Talk it over. See both captains meeting at center ice as well. Miller and Sakalowski sorting it out. The briefing now over between the officials.
Hopefully it goes our way here.
And now the captain's getting their explanations. Still nobody has been escorted to the penalty box. And we have seen now Jack Gallagher walking to the box behind the glass. So we will see an IUP power play for the remainder of this period.
I feel like it's a must score here. Gotta get it. At least get the momentum going.
Nobody heading to the box for IUP. So just like that, 5-on-4 power play. And our graphics are malfunctioning a little bit, so I will talk you through the penalty minutes. It's Loza, Miller, Malloy, Adams, and Fairman, the 5 out there. 5 forward look. Of course, the Hawks are accustomed to by now. So before we get started, the Buffalo head coach now getting an explanation. Both squads ready to go.
Ready to get play going back.
Certainly have some sharp shooters out there for the Crimson Hawks. Like you said, ready to break that 0 for the Hawks and get their first one.
Yeah, looking from a big blast from the point for Fairman or Miller on the side. Hopefully, just break through.
Well, it looks like finally we're back ready to play. 2 minutes on the penalty board assessed to Gallagher, and right as the puck is dropped, it's whistled down immediately. Now we're back. Face off. Won by the Hawks and chipped down in deep. Sakalowski trying to glue it down there. Loza shoveling for it. That breaks loose and off the glass and into the Hawk zone. Now we'll see the Hawks set up this pattern. Fairman behind Halpert's net. Excuse me, Paremba. Adams with some speed. Entry on the left side, has it in open ice. He's on reverse hit, sort of. It wasn't even really a hit, just a collision. Either way. There's Miller. He gives it to Loza. Fairman at the point. Miller now. Back to Fairman. Fairman dusting it off. One-timer by Miller. Broken stick. He skates to the bench to get another one. Malloy trying to feed in tight for Adams. He leaves his skate to keep that puck from going up into the netting. He swaps out with Jace Rearick. Is now clearing the zone.
Super unlucky broken stick there.
He's all alone on that wing for the one-timer. There's 55 seconds remaining on that penalty. 3 in the period. And Paremba's just going to glue it to that corner. Just like that, the IUP Crimson Hawks down 3 after the first period of play. We've seen a goaltender switch, and Crimson Hawks unable to get their offense rolling. We'll see what kind of conversations go on in the locker room. We'll be back to present you with the second period of play for the IUP Hockey Network. My name is Josh Yates. With me, Xavier Solomon. welcome everybody back here for the second frame of action, right back into play. It was a pretty fruitful period for the Buffalo Ice Bulls as they scored 3 behind Connor Halpert before the goaltending change. Now Shane Paremba in net. He was between the pipes last night for the Hawks. He's trying to continue his streak here tonight. Either way, Hawks are on the penalty kill for 20 seconds. Excuse me, the power play for 24 seconds and counting. It's an initial penalty assessed to Jack Gallagher, after he ended up in the Hawks bench. 10 seconds now on the power play. See if the Hawks can get one last push. Buffalo reverses it right down to the Hawks zone. And with that, now we're back to full strength. Here's Jace Rearick on the right wing. Takes the short angle shot into Tums equipment.
Nice little try there. Try to sneak it in off his pad.
Of course, any chance now is a good chance for the Hawks, as they've sort of been limited to their offensive opportunities.
Yeah, taking quantity over quality right now, just trying to get something.
See the face-off in the offensive zone won by Buffalo. So they're trying to spin it up ice. That was Gallagher that mishandled the pass. Soy throws it off the glass. Here's Miola now on the right wing. He takes a short angle shot. That's off Tom's glove. Buffalo trying to break out now. Gallagher hits his man going through center ice. There's a block shot by Soy. Donovan advances it even further. At Miola's feet, he was unaware. The Hawks have the numbers, though. It was a blown chance. Going into the zone there was Filson, Loza, and Miola with one defenseman back. Now they're going to blow it off sides. There was a shot from that left wing, but Gallagher was off.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get anything going off that mini 3-on-1.
It was sort of a chance out of nowhere, as that fumbling puck through the neutral zone was picked up by Loza, trying to spring Filson on the left side of the zone. Pass was a little too much. Now that puck dropped to neutral ice, won by the Hawks. See if they can get something rolling here. Hallwine's going to skate it up at center ice, dump it down in deep. Miller on the other side. He takes his man to the boards. Puck battle in that corner still. Vesbland has it on the near side. IUP coming away with the chipped pass in tight. Buffalo skating away with it. Well, they get it out into neutral ice. It's back down in Buffalo's zone. Sights now ripping it through center ice again and down for icing. We'll see the face-off head down to the other side of the ice. Quick shot off the draw, up and into the netting. 17:33. Another draw there, won by IUP. They'll try and turn it up the other direction. It's tied up in that corner. Now they have it at the point. Stoico throws one on. Stopped by Vesbland, block shot by Seitz. Vesbland's taken to the ice. IUP now will touch the puck. It's going to be Fairman heading to the box for a trip.
Ticky-tack call there. Just pretty soft.
That was a weird position for Fairman to be in. Of course, he was just trying to play the puck. Officials thought otherwise.
Got to kill this off. Big kill. Can't go down 4-0. Got to get momentum off this kill.
Certainly need it. 17:15 to go here.
They have been looking better since the goalie change, so if we can keep this going, I think we could be right back in this game.
See your top killers out there. It's Schmelzer, Hoffman, Johnston, and Donovan, I believe, back there. Wait for the official to get the official score on the score sheet. 2 minutes assessed to Hunter Fairman for tripping. Face-off won by Buffalo, but Hoffman was able to corral the loose puck and send it all the way down to Tum. Now Buffalo's going to set it up. Stretch pass to the left side for Candelaria. It's met by Schmelzer, who sends it straight back down to Tum. Candelaria again, dropping it for his centerman back. Only take it in on the right side. I'm going to circle it around the net. Peterson on the receiving side. Hoffman trying to stick away, alone on the right wing, up and into Moose's padding, fumbling puck through the crease. And Schmelzer was able to corral it and send it into neutral ice.
Great save by Moose there.
Great assist by his defenseman as well to come and snuff out that opportunity with the loose puck. And it's all the way back down in on Tum. Already a minute killed off the penalty. Hoffman giving chase, trying to block as many passing lanes as he can. Miscommunication, loose puck. IUP was shorthanded going the other way. Still 45 seconds shorthanded.
Yeah, kind of surprised he didn't rush the puck up right away right there.
Malloy giving him a little bump. They soft dump it down into their own zone. Donovan has it in that corner, trying to clear the zone, and they do. Shane Miller still forechecking. Buffalo takes it in now. Vesbland gives it up to the left wing. There's a shot blocked by Schmelzer. There's a clear by Malloy. 21 seconds to go on the penalty kill for the Hawks. Trying to advance it to center ice. And they do just that. Vesbland right through the logo. Malloy's stick is out of his hands, and the hand is up. So it looks like IUP might be heading right back to the box.
Yeah, I just got him a little trip right there. Kind of poked at his feet. Unfortunate play.
Certainly not a great time for it either. As now we'll be down 5-on-3 for 8 seconds before that initial Fairman penalty is killed.
Big draw right here. Got to win it. It's a must.
See Johnston at that dot. And ties it up. Buffalo comes away with it now at the point. Scanning his options, gives it up for the right wing. Point shot, shouldered away, missed high. Fumbling puck and close, cleared out by IUP. We're back to 5-on-4. Fairman coming in to help, and he gets it out of the zone. Now 15 minutes to go in the second period. A minute 30 remaining in that other penalty. Assessed to Chase Malloy. Loose puck, high slot, trying to feed Vesbland on that right wing. Fairman sticking away as well, trying to close the gap. Great stick by Maddox Rearick to take away that chance. He swipes it for Vesbland on the blue line. Now in that corner, Armstrong fighting for it with Maddox Rearick. Soy just gonna cock it back and send it all the way down to the other side of the ice. A minute down, and they're gonna get a full line change, the Crimson Hawks, that is. It's now Lokaitis Seitz with Hoffman and Miller. Hoffman taking away those lanes, doing a great job, and forced that pass the other way. Candelaria is going to win the foot race, but Seitz glues him to the boards. And they have it on the right wing. Peterson up high, back to Peterson, right wing. He takes the shot off the pads. Fumbling puck in close, goes through the blue paint, but cleared out by Miller.
Another big save by Moose, and their defenseman helping him out.
That one's sent all the way down to the goal line. No ice. Only the Hawks not too pleased. Sticking for it, low slot. Candelaria has it. He turns it around. It's up and out of the zone. Now here's Miller with some speed on the right wing. He's taken to the ice, no call, and into the boards, a tough fall. Now the hand goes up. He took a really hard fall into the boards, and does not look good.
No, he looks visibly hurt. Hopefully he ends up being okay. He took a hard hit into the boards. Hopefully just knocked the wind out of him for a little bit.
Yeah, he's up on his knees now. You see a common injury there after falling into the boards are wrist injuries for hockey players trying to brace themselves. So hopefully that is not the case. He's now up on his feet. got up on his own, which is always a good sign, and he's skating off with some help.
Yeah, glad to see him up and moving.
But we will see a penalty assessed to Candelaria for 2 minutes. So for 2 seconds, it will be 4-on-4. And then we'll be back to a normal power play for the Crimson Hawks. Miller, after that tough fall, into the bench. Hopefully we see him back out on the ice in a couple of shifts. He's a top scorer for the Crimson Hawks. Here's the draw, taken by Johnston. And won by Johnson.
Big win there.
Nice rear, spinning it around, nobody on the other side. Now Stoichel has it right off the bench. Here's Tudich, he takes one up high and it misses high. Goes through the neutral zone.
Look for the setup on this power play.
Taken in the zone, Tudich. Around deep, spins it for Schmelzer. Schmelzer on the goal line, trying to feed somebody in close, sticking away was Johnston. Holding the zone is Maddox Rarick. Spins it away from one man. Thrown right at us and off the glass. Poremba has a man on. He got it out for Rarick. Maddox, that is, looking up ice. He gives it to his brother, taking it into the zone on the left side. He was met by Vesbland, sticking it away, trying to get the clear. They're unable to. Buffalo now dangling around a couple men, but Schmelzer kept it in. Not until it was cleared out. A minute already off that power play for the Hawks. Maddox Rarick lofts one for Schmelzer. Dishes it for Malloy. Malloy hits Miller back out there after that tough fall.
Glad to see him back on the ice.
Certainly good sign. He's skating away now. He's speeding up the right side. Of course, Adams on that left side. He's sort of taken a fall, but there was no call. Buffalo clears it all the way down. 11:52 to go here in the second period. 25 seconds and counting on the power play. Here's Fairman trying to start this rush. Going through center ice, trying to dish it away, but now Buffalo had it the other direction. Of course, Fairman on the back check. Now IUP has the numbers. Fairman gives it to Malloy. Malloy, low slot, hits him down low. Fumbling puck, another tight look. In the other direction, Moose way out of his crease to corral it. As he has to head back.
Great awareness by Moose there, getting up the ice.
There's a one on no the other direction. Now Fairman electing for the body. A great defensive play. That shot hit off of his stick and went up in, or excuse me, his skate went up into the glass. Stoichel now has it. Threw it into the center ice. Fairman's back to collect. Candelaria on the receiving end of a Fairman hit.
Big hit there by Fairman. Trying to get his team going.
Now driving down that right side is Dovgin. He takes it behind the net. It's on his backhand. Chips it for Stoichel at the point. Back to Dovgin. Dovgin going around one man. Jordan Adams trying to tie it up on that point, and he does. Now Loza pushes it for Jordan Adams. 2-on-1 the other way. Miller has Adams trailing. Adams down low. Backhand saved by Tum.
Incredible save there by their goalie.
So pretty golden opportunity there for the Hawks. Two great scores in Adams and Miller trailing down. It's a great feed by Miller.
Yeah.
Just unable to finish.
Fantastic sauce there.
Turnaround shot by Filson right into Tum's equipment. Now finally Buffalo starting to feel a little bit of IUP's pressure. And 10:18 to go in the second period. We're already halfway through this game. Still 3-0 to score. Of course, the official's going to sort out his circle over there. Puck won by Buffalo, taken into neutral ice. Hoffman sticking away on the back check, and they're going to whistle him for offsides. 10:05 now.
Great back check there by Hoff, getting back on his guy.
Center ice draw. It's that fourth line of forwards, Hoffman, Gray, and Filson. Tie up by Gray. Now controlled by Buffalo. Vesbland trying to clear it out. Hoffman now had control for a short second. All the way in on Paremba. He's going to freeze it right there. And we talk about so much different play styles in goaltenders. We know Paremba loves to freeze it and get himself another draw, get some fresh legs out there. As for Halpert, loves to keep the puck moving and keep the play rolling. You see Paremba freeze that one, and he'll have a draw to his left. Loza heading to that face-off circle. It's dropped and won by Buffalo. There's a shot in, blocked by his own man. It's Griffin that took that shot from the point. Pushing it, Miola has it the other way, 2-on-1. He has Tudich on his right. Left wing, shot, missed to the left. It was deflected up behind Tum. Loza now has it, all by himself. Pushing it for Allwine, but it cleared the zone. Now Seitz looking up ice, hits Tudich, Tudich tips it in. Doesn't get much further than the blue line. Seitz has the foot race, and ties it up there. Tudich throws it off the boards. Nobody there to receive. There's a shot from the blue line, missed wayward. Allwine sticking for it. Now down low, Peterson has it in that corner, gluing him. Loza in there as well as Tudich. Throws it along the boards, and a mishandled puck clears the zone. IUP going to get somewhat of a change. Good stick by Miola to sort of slow up that rush. Now Peterson takes it on the left side. A great back check by Tudich now. Johnson takes his man to the glass. Loose puck now, Tudich has control. Throwing it up and into the neutral zone again. 8:28 still in the second period. There's Buffalo coming up the left side. Seitz was able to cut off that angle. Now Adams chips it for his defensive pairing. Seitz stretch pass for Adams was blocked down a little bit to slow it up. He'll take it on the left side and chip it down deep. 15-on-15 action. Johnson and Williams were fighting for it. Now Buffalo has it down and deep. Schmelzer taking him to that corner. Johnson, great stick check to slow it up. Now a low slot shot that was patted away by Paremba. Adams and Schmelzer. Schmelzer on the other side of a reverse hit. The hand goes up. I think it will be against Buffalo.
Seems to be interference there, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I believe they're taking Sakalowski.
Looks like they're taking both.
They're taking both. Sakalowski and Schmelzer both heading to the box. So we will see 4-on-4, I believe. We'll get these graphics sorted out. It's 2 minutes assessed to Schmelzer and 2 minutes assessed to Sakalowski. We'll see what four are out there for the Hawks. Soy, Maddox, Rurick for the defensemen. Hunter Fairman and Shane Miller for the forwards. They're sorting out the scoreboard as well. We have 7 minutes and 40 seconds, but it does say 2 minutes on the game clock.
Oh, geez.
I'll have to get that worked out.
A little mix up on the scoreboard.
See Hanzo leaning out of his bench as well, trying to get an explanation. Now the clock there says 8:35. So we will go off that and adjust it. Now we're back ready to play. Puck dropped. 4-on-4 play. As Won by the Hawks. Now they're trying to start the rush, and again, still scoreless. IUP is. Jace Rurick chips it for his brother. Maddox through center ice, gives it back for Jace. Jace on the right side. Trying to spin it back for Miller. Maddox Rurick takes his man to the boards. Now Miller. Center ice. Entry on the right side, trying to dangle around one man, but will take it to the outside. As Fairman at the point. Fairman spins off one man. It's Candelaria that was able to stop that rush. Now here's a 1-on-0 the other way. Steichel takes his shot, trying to go up high, but it was shouldered by Paremba. Amazing save, 1-on-0.
Huge save there. You can't go down 4-0.
Now here's Fairman with some speed. Gives it for Jace Rurick. They have the numbers. A good screen by Miller to stay on sides. There's a shot that missed to the left.
A lot of run and gun hockey going on right now.
It's Miller. Excuse me, Fairman. Spinning off Peterson. Again, showing off the skating. Great deke. 40 seconds to go here on the 4-on-4. Trying to stretch it for Jace Rurick. That's back into neutral ice. Soy has it. Gives it to Miller. Miller trying to chip it for Fairman, but it was Griffin. Now here's a 3-on-1 the other way, and an opportunity that was thrown down the drain for Buffalo. 3-on-1 that they were unable to capitalize on for offsides.
Big break there.
.6:55 in the second period. 20 seconds remain on the 4-on-4. Neutral zone face-off, won by Buffalo. Tying them up, Tudich. There's 5 men in that battle. Malloy comes away with it. Malloy is whistled for offsides. He's pleading his case. It did look like he might have gotten a blade on that blue line right as they were trying to enter.
Yeah, I thought he was on sides there. He has the right to complain.
Either way, IUP will get a couple of fresh legs out there. It's Malloy, Tudich, backed by Lukaitis and Donovan. Neutral zone draw, won by Malloy. Now Tudich has it in the zone. He sticks it on the backhand for Malloy, but of course Buffalo stopped the rush. And back to full strength, in close. There's a pad save by Tum. Another turnaround shot, pad save, fumbling puck in close. Buffalo comes away with it.
Great chances there.
Tied up on the blue line, Malloy finds Donovan with some speed. Still fighting for it. Now Lukaitis is back. He has 2 men rushing on him. Spins off one man, is able to find Hoffman. Hoffman gets Malloy. Malloy with some speed on the right side, hits the trailing man. Tudich was trying to go in. There was no call. It looked like he was tripped up.
Yeah, definitely a trip there.
Either way, IUP establishing the zone. A great glove save by Tum.
Nice tip by Tudich there. Way to get a stick on that puck.
Really good opportunity. That line was certainly buzzing.
Yeah, one of the best shifts of the game for us so far. Really got going down low in the zone, moved the puck. Now it's got to finish.
And now we have some forwards switching around. Now it's Hoffman, Adams, and Johnston.
Just trying to make something work.
Yeah, it's a mix-up of 3 lines. They're going to see if they can capitalize. 5:50 remaining in the second period. Johnson takes his man to the glass, and Seitz was unable to hold the zone. IUP's going to have to tag up, and they do. Johnson on the forecheck. Stoichel spinning off Johnson, but of course not without a stick check, and there was a great hit. Adams trying to find down low Hoffman. Puck ended up behind Tum's goal. 3-on-2 the other way. Now Adams on the back check. And there was a shot from the left wing right into Paremba's glove.
Routine save there for Moose, just gloving it down.
Those are the ones you love as a goaltender. See float right in with no traffic.
Absolutely.
5:21 in the second period of play. Some new legs for the Hawks. And we're back to full strength. Face-off won by Buffalo. There's a shot by Stoichel from the point right into the skates of Rurick. He finds Miller all alone, but it was broken up. Miller in that corner. He receives a hit. Another one. He's taken down to the ground. Back up, fighting for it as well. Fairman. Chipped up into neutral ice. Soy has it. He chips it for Maddox rear. It's a great forecheck by Buffalo, too, to hold it in the zone. Stoichel takes a hit. Now down low, Leahy gives it up high at the point. Point shot blocked by Fairman. Another one blocked by Maddox rear. And here comes Fairman trying to hit. Excuse me, that was Miller trying to find Fairman, streaking down. Now IUP has a little energy. We'll see if they can capitalize on it. There was Fairman subject to a high stick, but there was no call.
Yeah, definitely going up high on him. Miscalled by the refs.
Now taking it into the zone, Griffin. It's on that right wing, on his backhand, chips it for the trailing man. Nobody was there. Fairman and Jace Rierick now with some speed. Jace taking on that left wing. Backhand picks his corner behind Tum. IUP's first goal of the evening comes from an amazing backhand shot that somehow found the netting.
Great play by Jace there. Getting to the outside, getting speed, and just putting it over the goalie's shoulder. Fantastic play by Jay. Love to see it. It's what you need to get back in this game.
You know, he's so good at placing those backhands. We've seen him use it multiple times to set up other men and, of course, score it himself, and he did just that. IUP now has a little offensive momentum. We'll see if they can continue to chip away and bring this one back.
A must-needed goal right there. Huge.
The score still 3-1. IUP looking to capitalize on the energy that they currently have before they head back to the locker room. Into the zone, Buffalo has it, and a great defensive play by Schmelzer. He chips into neutral ice. Some other sticks there to evade. He was unable to. Broken stick that was unable to start that rush for Buffalo. That was Williams. Left side, Miola has it. Could not get the zone entry. Donovan chips it in. Miola giving chase on that far side. Fighting for it. Board battle in front of IUP's bench. Schmelzer trying to come away with it. A couple hands fighting for it as well. Now Buffalo comes away with it somehow. Doc taking on the right side. He shoots and it missed wide. Miola chipping it into neutral ice. Mishandled pass. Now Tudich all alone. He's able to control it. Takes it to his backhand. He's taken to the ice and into the boards. No call.
Crazy no call there. Looks like he got hooked up there quite a bit.
Now Donovan on the point. He shoots. Pad save by Tum. Backhander by Tudich. Schmelzer collecting on the other side. There's Miola cycling it down low, but Sakolowski meets it and has it now in neutral ice. Another pretty good opportunity for the Hawks, unable to capitalize on it.
Looks like they got their momentum going here. Hopefully we can keep it until the end.
Miola has numbers on the right wing, gives it into the center. In close, a great save by Tum. Now Miola behind the net. Left wing shot by Seitz. Glove save by Tum.
Great little feed from Mio there, making plays out there. Seitz, such a nice shot on that.
Yeah, they're certainly rolling now. The offense starting to feel themselves as they have for those first 8 games. They were 8-0 before last evening.
Yeah, that goal seemed to get them going. Hopefully they just keep feeding off that.
You know their offense is red hot once it gets rolling. They're showing it off now. Face off won by IUP. One-timer from Malloy off the half wall. Someone in someone's equipment, loose puck still. There it falls out. Close puck in the crease. IUP still fighting for it, and they're unable to hold the zone. Much needed change for a couple of Buffalo Bulls. Griffin holds it at center ice. He sends one right back down to Paremba. Paremba keeps the puck alive. Stretch pass for Malloy on the other side as they're fighting for it on the blue line. Down and deep. Kaitis taking his man to the glass. Seitz sticking away as he's taken to the boards. Now Buffalo has control behind the net. In close. Paremba was able to track it right into his glove. We have 1:21 remaining in the second period. The score 3-1. IUP gonna get some new legs.
Jace looking at his second one on the shift.
He's out there taking the draw. And he wins it straight back, a loose stick up into the air. That rush stopped by block shot at the blue line. And a lot of neutral ice hockey now. IUP looking to regain some of that momentum. Now it's up into Buffalo's bench.
Just need to keep it going. They'll get their chances and they'll score their goals if they keep going, keep rushing it up, getting shots on net, making plays. Just keep it simple. You don't gotta do too much.
So top line of forwards out there, Miller, Fairman, and Jace Rierick. Behind them is Soy and Maddox Rierick. Soy pushing it up the ice for Jace Rierick. There's a shot that hit the outside of the cage. Back behind Paremba. On the slot, fumbling shot in, missed wide. Fairman trying to advance it, he's tied up. Buffalo just holding the zone. Now here's Soy taking it off ice. He tried to hit Jace Rierick and he does. Loose puck in the zone now. Off the glass and into neutral ice. Maddox Rierick pushes it for Zach Soy. Now Fairman goes around one man, taking it into the zone. A couple of dekes trying to go for the wrap. He was unable to get that angle. Now it's cleared back into neutral ice. Soy was able to track it all the way down and win the foot race. Now he hits Miller center ice. Maddox Rierick now chipping it into the zone. 5 seconds and counting in the period. That one's going to expire the clock. Just like that, IUP is able to chip away with one goal. There, of course, from Jace Rierick, an electric backhander. Still need two more. We're going to see what kind of scheme Joe Honzo can come up with for his squad to come out and tie this game up before we start the third frame of action for the IUP Hockey Network. My name is Josh Yates. With me, Xavier Solomon, and we'll be back with the third period.
got it to work.
Yep.
That would be actually kind of hilarious.
Welcome back, everybody, to the third frame of action. We had some technical difficulty, but we're back ready to go. IUP, of course, notching their first goal of the game in that second period. Now they're back on the rush. Quick shot by Jace Rierick. Stopped by Tum. As I was saying, it was 3 unanswered goals by Buffalo in the first period. They've yet to score since the goaltender change. Paremba has been pretty dialed since then.
Yeah, he's been lights out.
Of course, see if he can continue that. A quick shot off the draw from Soy that went up into the netting. 8:29 to go here in the third period. See if Joe Hanzo has some sort of answer for Tum in this Buffalo forecheck. Just been sort of pushing back on every offensive rush that IUP has had. Maddox Rear taking one in, block shot by Douglas. He sprung through center ice. Soy waiting for him to take the pass. It's a blocked pass. Now Griffin takes one up high and misses on that right side. Here's Paremba behind his own goal. Cycles it for Fairman on the near wall. Turned around by Douglas back into the zone. Maddox Rearick. Puck battle down low. Does slide in on Paremba, and he'll freeze it right there. 7:52 in the second period. Third period. IUP needs this draw here. Needs to kickstart their offense the other way and get a couple of rushes.
Yeah, hopefully we get some good opportunities off these next shifts and get something going.
The shot blocked off of Douglas's stick. Blocking that lane was Johnson. Now Douglas has it in that corner. It's Dovgin still fighting for it. Coming in to help Solicito. Now they have it at the point. Point shot, riding high off the shoulder. Paremba, he's well out of his crease. Needs it cleared out, and they get it. Solicito pushing it forward. There's the slot opportunity. Candelaria was the trailing man. Now here's Williams taking it up the left side. Around a couple of IUP Hawks. Has it in that far corner now. Still sticking for it in the corner. Just keeping it down, hemmed in there. Trying to leave the zone, unable to. Now finally starting the push. Allwine gives it to Adams. He's going to chip it down into Buffalo zone. DePalma has it down low, gives it to Solicito. Tries to stretch it, but Hoffman's there to interrupt the pass. Now Gray trying for it. Hoffman right wing around one man, takes the shot, shouldered by Tum, still loose puck in front. Finally Buffalo gains control. They dump it into the neutral ice. It's a pretty good opportunity for Caleb Hoffman. He sort of started it all by himself.
Great play by Hoff there. Nice little move, trying to go opposite side. Nice, better save by their goaltender.
Either way, we will see the offensive zone draw here. Hoffman now finally leaving the ice. He was exchanging some words with someone on the Buffalo bench.
Yeah, he did not look happy after that play.
Miola at the face-off dot. He's with Loza and Tudic. He wins it straight over for Loza. A quick shot on and glove down by Tum. We've seen Loza target that shot right off the draw plenty of times. Now Loza's going to take the dot. Miola set behind him with Tudic on his left. Wins it straight back, but Buffalo has control. Miola tying him up as well. A great play by Tudic to glove that down. Keep the puck moving. Miola has on that left wing. One-timer from Tudic misses high. 16:01 here on the game clock. Loza taking him to the boards, and IUP pushes it deeper into Buffalo zone. Now on the forecheck, Miola. Here's Sakalowski throwing it off the glass. He's immediately stopped by Donovan's push. Into the zone, Gavin Dock. Donovan pushes him into the glass, fighting for it right in front of us. Donovan pushes it a little bit forward. Vesbland coming away with it, but now here's Tudich on the left side with some speed. Gives it to the trailing man. Miola takes a shot, misses wide. Turnaround shot, still fumbling in close. Finally, it's out. Loza has it on the left wing. A lot of pressure now. Tried to hit Tudich on that right wing, and he throws one in. Miola now below the goal line.
Great A chance from Miola there. Just got a bear down, hit the net.
Now here's Tudich. Behind the net, backhand try for Loza. A great shot and a great save by Tum. Tudich advances it again for Loza. Tudich now up at the point. He hits Maddox-Rierick. Maddox-Rierick hits Schmelzer, left wing. He shoots going up high and just missed, and I think it might have clipped the glove of Tum to ride a little high. Now here's Tudich. Right wing, gives it to Miola, goal line, feeding him. He's immediately stopped by Buffalo, and that was a lot of pressure for IUP, and they're looking to maintain it. Buffalo is going to get a change, as well as the Hawks.
What a fantastic shift there by that line.
Certainly they were jiving together.
Mio Tudich and Loza looked absolutely desperate on that shift to get a goal. Unfortunately, they just couldn't bury.
It's the type of energy you need from every line out there. And of course, these three trying to replicate it. Here's Miller below the goal line. He feeds Jace Rierick on the left wing. He's going to cycle it up high and give it to Soy at the point. Now Miller, right wing, scanning his options, dishes it for Jace Rierick, mishandled. See if Maddox can keep the zone, and he does, and he gives it back to Fairman at the goal line.
Great keep there by Dog.
Now finally the puck out of the zone. Maddox-Rierick throws it off the boards for Fairman. Fairman trying to chip it further. And Buffalo going to be content with the dump to try and kill a little bit of IUP's momentum. Maddox-Rierick playing catch with his partner down low. Soy looking up the ice. Again for Maddox. Maddox with the soft dump. Fairman's going to glove it down for himself, and he finds the speedy Jace Rierick. Now backhand, left wing, goes to the right. Somehow Tum got too much of that puck to keep it out. Donovan was able to control it and swipe it for his partner. Miller had the chip at center ice, so no icing. Now Jace on the left wing tries to go for the left post, and Tum's going to freeze it right where it is at. Miller tied up after the whistle as well.
Jay's really been all over the ice this game, making plays by himself, getting it open for his line mates to get him the puck.
We mentioned it before, how he scored before. He takes it in on that backhand. He did just that as well on that last rush. Now it's Adams, Malloy, and Johnston, the forwards, see if they can replicate that energy. Donovan keeps the zone. Malloy trying to hold it in, could not. Schmelzer and Donovan chasing it back into their own zone. Schmelzer shoveling for it. He takes his man to the boards. Johnston stick handling, but it's kept by Buffalo. Now behind the net, there's a close-in look. Great save by Paremba off the stick of Peterson. Point shot, deflection, up and into the glass behind Moose. Peterson in that corner, stick down by Douglas. That one is up and into the netting and out of play. 12:23 on the game clock.
Looking to get this puck out quick, get back in the O zone and make some plays down there.
Like you said, a crucial face-off here. Taking it is Spencer Johnston. See if he can win it straight back. We see Paremba in there as well, talking to the official. Puck dropped and immediately dropped, or excuse me, whistled after the drop. Johnson at the dot, tied up and won by Buffalo. Slid in from the point. Now down low, Candelaria does leave the zone. Sakalowski giving chase as well as Adams. Tom out of his goal. Adams throws his man into the glass. A huge booming hit. Buffalo looking for a call. They're not going to get it. Foot race down on the other side between Lakaitis and Candelaria. And it's won by IUP, so we'll see the draw on the other side.
Huge hit from Marty. They create an icing. Looking to capitalize off that icing play.
And again, those are the type of plays that do not show up on the score sheet. Of course, see a line change now, but like you said, that hit, drawing the puck loose and creating the icing. So we'll see the draw here and see if IUP can capitalize on this opportunity. Puck dropped and won by IUP. Pushing it down deeper is Maddox rear. Trying to hold the zone, he could not. Now going the other way is Solicido. Trying to spring Dovkin on the other side. Taking a spill into the backboard is Soy. Going the other direction, Fairman, the only hawk down there. Him and Sakalowski. Fairman takes a spill. Fairman gluing, Miller in there as well. Now the puck loose. Sakalowski pushing his man into the boards, and there the hand goes up. So we see Paremba heading to the bench on the other side, see if they can get an extra man out. There's a shot up high, hits off the glass. Now we will have 6-on-5, so there's a delayed penalty. As now the whistle at offsides is Chase Rearick was unable to grab it on the other side.
Hopefully we can capitalize off that cheap shot from behind on Fairman.
Just like that, an IUP power play, crucial spot for one as well. 11-11 on the game clock. See if IUP can take one more notch off that scoreboard and be down one. Dropped and won by Buffalo. They go for the clear, but it's held in the zone by Peterson. Now finally they clear it out. Peterson chasing. He's the only man down there. Schmelzer was sort of slow to get back. Either way, Paremba made a play. Tudich now. Gets it deep into the zone. And immediately cleared by Buffalo. Schmelzer on his backhand, met by Vesbland. Now Maddox Rearick on the left side with some speed. He dumps it in deep. Tom going back to collect, but he lets it slide all the way around. Try to chip it in, but IUP doing their best to hold it. They cannot. Already 45 seconds down on the power play, still no shots. Here comes Schmelzer. Gives it to Maddox Rearick. Hits Miller center ice. He's going to take it right up the gut. He shoots, and the shot's blocked by Stoiker. Miller, right wing. He elects to shoot again. Armstrong was able to stop that try.
Miller on a mission this shift.
Man hits the ice for Buffalo, and they think they were owed a call. Did not get one. Fairman's stick tied up in the boards, it looked like. It is broken. So he goes and grabs Zach Soy's stick right out of his hands. Now Adams springs Malloy in the zone. They're both tied up there. Fairman unable to keep it. Paremba keeping the play alive. Miscommunication. Now there's 20 seconds to go. Here's Loza taking the zone, dishes it for Malloy. Malloy's going to circle it down low. Nobody on the other side. Can get one last rush if IUP tags up, and they do. Now Loza taking it into the zone. 4 seconds remain on the power play. Right wing, one-timer from Donovan off of Tum's pads. Now here's Malloy. They're established in the zone now. See if they can use it. Miller from the slot misses to the right. Loza chipping it in deeper. They tried to hold the zone. We're unable to. It's up into neutral ice now.
Great play by Donovan there. Nice pass up the ice.
Malloy taking a hit into the boards. The Grinders now out there, see if they can do their work. Hoffman stick checking away. He hits his man to the boards. Sort of a controlled fall, you could say. There's Donovan on the foot race. He Does not get it. He hits his man into the boards. Jacob Gray off the boards, finds Hoffman. Hoffman stretch pass for Donovan, and does get through. They're on sides. Donovan took that shot in on the right wing. Puck's still loose. Low slot, and Tum was trying to freeze it where it was at, but it was still a fumbling puck. Through Donovan's legs and into the zone. Now Filson has it in that high slot, dishes it for Hoffman on the left wing. Hoffman trying to cut his man. There's a board battle. Gray involved. Buffalo trying to start their rush now. This right side, Doc takes it into the zone. Schmelzer being patient with that hit and lets him go all the way outside. There's another one gluing him to the boards. Miola tried to stretch it for Tudic, and a great stick by Tudic. Griffin was there to stop the chance.
Tudic's really been all over the ice today. He's been one of the best players on the ice on both sides, making plays happen.
Certainly making his name known. And tied it up there, but coming away with it was Buffalo. Miola was able to keep the zone, though. Now it's into neutral ice. Loza tied up. On his backhand, he gives it to Miola. Miola chips it into the zone. There's Buffalo the other direction. Douglas goes around Maddox Rearick, takes it in on the right side and down in deep. Miola has it on the other side. He's subject to a hit. And great defensive play by Allwine, who got horizontal and was able to stick that shot up behind Paremba. There was a pretty blatant trip, no call.
Yeah, he definitely hooked him or tripped him there. I don't know.
It was Maddox Rearick that hit the ice. Officials have been a little questionable for both sides. Now skating away with it, Williams. Trying to hit the slot man. Couldn't. Tudic throws it off the boards, trying to spring Miola, and the angle was a little too sharp. Icing is the call. 6 minutes and 9 seconds in the game. IUP still down 2. Face off to the right of Paremba. Loza taking it. It's won by Buffalo. There's a shot from the point that deflected off a couple of men. Sakalowski point shot off of Moose's pads and up and into his glove. IUP is going to get a change. 5 out there now. Malloy, Schmelzer, Johnston with Donovan and Adams. Johnston needs this draw here. Of course, IUP starting to feel the pressure of the clock.
Yeah, it's turning desperation time right now. You gotta score soon.
One straight back by Johnston. Here's Donovan going around the net. He chips it for Schmelzer, who advances it to Adams. Adams slides into neutral ice. Sakalowski with the soft dump down into that far corner. Spins it backwards and up and into neutral ice again. Sakalowski dusts it off a couple times and gives it to his partner. But Stoichel was met by Adams, 2-on-1 the other way. Malloy and Adams. Malloy, right wing, gives it to Adams in low, backhand. Missed opportunity. Of course, the Hawks wish to have that one back. Point shot by Schmelzer. Couple of deflections in close. Johnson had that second rebounded shot and a glove save by Tom.
What a point blank chance there. Great save by Tom there. I mean,
yeah, there's obviously one of those chances that Hawks are going to want back. Malloy and Adams had the 2-on-1 and they have the defenseman down.
Yeah, they were passing great there. You're just so close to burying.
Right. It's great offense, but even better defense by Tum. It's a great move by Adams. Tum had the answer. Face off to the left of him. Won by Buffalo. And they're starting the rush now. They have numbers if they hurry. Doc taking it on that right side, but Donovan closing the gap. There's a shot that hit off of Paremba's shoulder into the glass. Down low, Paremba getting physical as well. He laid his stick out. Donovan trying to stretch it for Adams. Of course, not met by Quinn Griffin. It's a great saucer pass by Malloy to hit Adams. Adams pushes it to the backhand, but he was met by Griffin.
Looks like he got whacked a little bit on there.
Around Miller goes Doc on the right side. Right wing shot, no problem for Paremba. 4:28 on the game clock again. You got to give credit to number 40 in net. He has certainly held his own since that goaltending change early in the first.
Yeah, showed up big for us. You got to give him credit for stepping in when unexpected.
Certainly not an easy position, not an easy spot. He's been doing great so far.
Yeah, back-to-back games for goalies can be tough. I know it's not easy for him right now, but he's battling. That's all you could do.
It's a slapper from Rurik and a fumbling puck in tight. Soy collects it way on the other side. 4 minutes left. IUP in crunch time. Maddox Rurik pushing it to neutral ice. Fairman receiving a hit as well. That one launched up and into the bench, it looked like. Yeah, finally they whistle it down.
Yeah, a little delayed whistle right there. Coming down to crunch time. It's getting desperate. Gotta find something here.
Been seeing a lot from these top two forward lines for IUP, trying to get something rolling. It's Chase Rurik, Hunter Fairman, and Shane Miller. Behind them, Soy and Maddox Rurik. Maddox slides it all the way around the boards, nobody on the receiving end. Fairman holds the zone though. Trying to spring Chase Rurik. Buffalo just trying to clear the zone and nurse this lead to their second victory of the weekend, and we do see a penalty behind the play. Once IUP touches this puck, it will be whistled dead. They're gonna try and settle it. Sakalowski hits the low slot, pad save, fumbling puck. Paremba well out of his crease, still loose.
Crazy call.
Finally the whistle.
Crazy call to make with 3 minutes left. I mean, you just don't expect that.
Especially to Shane Miller, a very disciplined captain.
Exactly.
He doesn't take penalties, especially in this stage of the game.
He doesn't great leader. I mean, he's just playing his heart out, trying to make plays.
But with that, for the majority of the game clock, the Crimson Hawks will be shorthanded. It's 2 minutes assessed to Shane Miller. There's only 3:17 on the game, so of course IUP most likely going to need a shorthanded goal to get back into this game.
Wait, what?
There's two penalties actually. The second one assessed to Zach Soy. So we certainly missed that one up here. But it will be 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. Still unsure of what the call to Soy was.
Yeah, I had no idea. I mean, the only thing I can imagine it was after a play or something like that.
I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like he's getting an explanation now in front of the box. Soy, that is. So the odds certainly stacked up against IUP. 5-on-3 for 2 of the 3 minutes left in the game. You hear the Jeopardy waiting music here at the rink, waiting for the officials to sort everything out. We'll see what 3 Joe Hanzo sends out there. As of now, it looks like both Rurik brothers with Hunter Fairman. Of course, the Ruriks, the heart and soul of this team. They live and breathe IUP hockey.
Yes, they do.
So they're both going to be awarded with the penalty kill 5-on-3. Now it looks like officials finally have everything sorted out. Joe Hanzo visibly upset as well, as he's still talking to the officials. He didn't seem to think that that was a fair call. Either way, puck drop and won by Buffalo. Candelaria has it on that right wing. He dances all the way in. One-timer, score immediately into the power play. Just like that, that will kill both penalties, I believe. But of course, not without the score advancing 4-1. That was a one-time shot by Ryan Peterson on the goal line. Fed in off the stick, excuse me, of Vesbland. So it's Vesbland to Candelaria to Peterson for the 4th goal of the game. Certainly not the outcome the Hawks wanted. We're still 3 minutes to go, and that will not kill the Zach Soy penalty. So it will be 5-on-4 for the remaining minute and 47 seconds. It's Schmelzer, Maddox Rearick, Jacob Gray, and Spencer Johnson. That went in on the net. It looked like it was a little late. Of course, Moose gonna stand his ground. You know, like we said, certainly not the outcome the Hawks wanted coming up to Buffalo on this road trip. They came in 8-0, lost last night, and for all intents and purposes can say that this one is going to be a loss for them as well. So they will advance to 8-2. Face-off won by Buffalo. And Ryan Peterson has it at the goal line. Candelaria now. Giving it up for Doc. Doc on the right wing. Gives it up high for Williams, but it's up and out of the zone. All the way back down in on Tum. Gotta give some credit to the Buffalo goaltender as well. Tum faced a lot of pressure from IUP in this 3rd period in particular. He only allowed one to Jace Rearick. That's a pretty tall order. And he's done a great job. Still Hoffman taking advantage of the extra time. Peterson now on the right wing. Buffalo holds the zone. Maddox Rearick taking his man to the glass. Alone on that left side is Armstrong. Goes around one man, gives it up to his partner. Now right wing, Peterson, he shoots. Shot blocked by Maddox. Down and deep, Armstrong has it on that left side. Tried to give it to Sakalowski. It's up into neutral ice. Sakalowski now behind Tum. He's getting off as much time as he can, letting this pattern set up. He backhands it. Now going through center ice and into the left side was Armstrong, and a great defensive play by Maddox Rearick. There's a quick shot again from the left wing, and he scores. IUP just can't seem to stop the bleeding. Now the score 5-1. A minute 15 remain in the 3rd period. Down 4 goals.
Not the weekend we wanted at all. It was tough, 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 tough.
Of course, Buffalo almost seemed like the underdogs this weekend. IUP 8-0, and Buffalo only coming into this series with 1 win through 4 games. So a lot of confidence for IUP. It was a tall ask of Buffalo to even get a win. So it looks like they're going to come out with 2. Like you said, IUP going to have to regroup and figure out what went wrong before they head back home to S&T Bank next weekend. They'll face Rhode Island University, another great program. They're going to be tested again. Coming up the left side, Gavin Dock on his backhand. Hit off the outside of the cage. Now Seitz has it, throws it off the boards for Gray. 45 seconds remaining. Defenseman playing catch. In the middle ice for Dock. Sliding in on Paremba, back behind the net. Donovan has it behind his own net. There's Filson on the left side. Trying to feed it to Hoffman. It was blocked by Gallagher. Gallagher takes it into the zone. Seitz cycling it behind Paremba. Looking up the ice, throws it off the boards for himself and into the zone. Final 10 seconds countdown. Donovan in there with Dovkin. So we hear the Buffalo crowd here get pretty excited after a weekend sweep for the Ice Bulls. Like you mentioned, not the outcome IUP wanted coming into this weekend. 5-1 the final score for the IUP Hockey Network. My name is Josh Yates. With me, Xavier Solomon. We'll be back next weekend to present you the IUP Crimson Hawks at home versus Rhode Island University, as IUP looks to get back on track and back in the win column. So that's going to be the final 5-1, the handshake now. Everybody that was watching, thank you for viewing. And like we mentioned, we'll be back next weekend.